morning, everybody. How we doing? Morning, Fletcher. Where you been, brother? You've been kind of quiet in the Discord lately. Morning, Abu. Mason, welcome. Mason, good luck on your interview, by the way. I know you got it here in a couple hours. Or an hour, actually. Morning, Savvy. We did have a Glizzy print pre-market. I did not take it, but full target was hit on the YM. I don't trust things pre-market really normally that close to open, so I didn't take it. But if you hopped on it, it was a good trade. So GG's Glizzy. Hasn't printed over the last couple days because of the way price has been, but don't be discouraged if you do have the indicator. It's designed to keep you out of chop, so it's doing its job technically. All right, Fletch. Just want to make sure you're doing okay. That's all. That is all. So, guys, my read on NQ today, we'll start with that. The fact that we're holding underneath this 500 level makes me believe that we need to explore a little bit of downside. I'm not really long biased until I see a bottoming action down here at these lower levels. Maybe even a little bit lower than that, probably this one. Or a break above 500 and are holding above 500 for the move up into those that 640 area, 640 to 660. So I'm looking for a little bit of downside initially. If we do get the pump and we're holding above 500, we'll try the long up. Make sure I got everything all set up here for you. Yes, I do. Okay. Morning, Jose. Like I've said before, the Glizzy Clipper is live and ready to go. I realize Goose gave it to you for free, but if you could, he put in a lot of time and effort to that thing, so definitely sign up. It's super cheap right now. Hop on it because it's probably not going to stay that cheap for that long. The only access to the notifications that he has set up for it is through the purchase. You won't be able to see those notifications in his Discord for free. Morning, Casper. Nice, Dave. You got on that YM indicator or the YM signal. Yeah, that was a full trade. It was perfect. Actually, both of them paid if you were tight trailing on the first one even. But even if you held from that first one, like say you took it at this R1 right here at 993, you took, you know, 25 points of drawdown at 5. It's a little over $100 in drawdown, and you held for a, what is that, 70-point move? I mean, that's a good trade. It's a good trade. So yeah, markets are open now, guys. Just be careful. What's up, Ollie? Morning, Phoenix. So what I'm hoping for is some downside this morning. That is what I'm hoping for. But guys, the Glizzy Clipper is super cheap. Like, the notifications are $5 a month. The indicator itself is $20 lifetime right now, and it's not going to stay that cheap for that long. So if you want the indicator, definitely go and support Goose. You can use my link in the description of this video or the description on my homepage. And make that purchase and support Goose. I am. Quant Tower isn't cheap. What do you mean, Fletcher? Quant Tower is free. Quant Tower is free, and you're allowed 2 indicators, I believe, without purchasing any license whatsoever. So you've definitely got plenty of room for the Glizzy Clipper. You don't need, oh, for your personal? You still get 2 indicators. Even if you're not using it as your execution chart. It's still, and Fletcher, they are working on getting it on other trading platforms currently. It's just a matter of when demand is there for it. But yeah, you can do like what Dave is actually doing it. He's got Quant Tower, and all he's got loaded on there is the Glizzy Clipper. I think he's got 1 eval tied to it, and that's it. And he's only trading the Glizzy on that eval. Yeah, Motive Wave's going to be a little bit different though. That's an Apple platform, so I'm not sure how quickly it'll be on Motive Wave. That might be one of the last. That might be one of the last platforms to actually be up and going. All right, we are seeing some downside, so that's a good sign. Well, I think, Fletcher, I want to say Mac coding is different than Windows coding, which is why you have to have parallels if you're using a Mac. But I'm not entirely certain how it all works. Casper, no, I'm not taking the 400 bounce. I want it down in here before I get long, or above here, or above 500. Last 2 days have been, they've been mentally taxing. The sideways chop has been taxing. I think I made $200 on Monday and $300 yesterday, and just had to walk away. It was just too grueling to watch. In other news, guys, we did get accepted into the YouTube partner program. We do have memberships and super chats available, I believe, as well. So feel free to hop on if you find value in this, in the channel and what I do. Mason and I were working on getting that all set up yesterday. There we go, Fletcher. Yes, sir. Fletcher, you are numero uno. You are numero uno. Thank you, brother. Cheers. Yeah, Dave, I will agree. Tito, trading with the boys is a big reason. There you go. Green name and all, icon and all, Fletch. Nice to see that that's working. Thank you for testing that out for me. Because we had no idea. We had no idea if it was going to work or not, or how it all is going to show up. Fletcher, just for that, we'll give you a custom emoji. How does that sound? I'll find a good picture from our live streams together, and we'll give you a custom emoji. Chris, the membership is $4.99 a month, I want to say. It's not that much. There we go. Phoenix. Second member. Ollie with the super chat. Yeah, Ollie the first to super chat. Oh, here we go. The super chats are kind of scary with you guys. I'm not going to lie. On this channel, for sure. For sure. But exciting stuff. I am going to be starting, just to give you guys a heads up, I am going to be starting a new series. It's going to be a Glizzy series. I'm going to start a new account with Take Profit Trader. And only be trading the Glizzies with it, but be documenting the whole journey of that account. Yeah, Dave, of course. I got you, brother. Yeah, Savvy, here's the thing. As you notice, I don't have any My Fun of Futures accounts anymore. I was being forced to go live, and I don't need another live prop account right now, so I'm going to eliminate the My Fun of Futures. That's why, Savvy. At 30 winning trading days, they push you to live. Well, that was a random spike down. Is there news out right now, guys? It's extremely volatile all of a sudden. Yeah, it's kind of a... I mean, I realize it's small in the grand scheme of things, but getting on the YouTube partner program, that's been a long time coming, and a lot of work has gone into that. So Mason and I are very proud of it. Very, very proud that we've hit that mark. It's stressing trying to connect to Quant Tower. What's your data feed? Rhythmic? So, do you have the main toolbar up, Fletch? If you go and right-click on the Quant Tower symbol, Mason paying his own salary, yeah. Mason probably gifted himself a membership, is probably what happened. Right click on the Quant Tower symbol, and there should be a connections little thing that pops up. Oh, we have a glizzy on the Russell. Let's try this out on the Russell. I don't even know what point values are on the Russell. We'll risk 120. Russell's kind of pumping though. I will go break even once this trade gets into a little bit of profit, because I've never, this is the first trade I've ever placed on the Russell, so I don't know how it moves. So you guys are witnessing a first. Ollie, there's a lot that goes into it. If you join Goose's Discord, he has a whole write-up on it. I can link you to it after the stream if you'd like. All right, let's go to break even at this point. All right, if we can get this flush back down towards 2010, we'll be in pretty good shape. I'm kind of watching this red line here. That could act as support at this point, because technically this is resistance 1 on the expected range. And I'm front running the Keltner mid right now on the Russell. I'm just gonna let it play out. I was hoping that it would just flush this resistance. And it could still. Everything's pretty volatile still. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lock something in here. See if we can clear this wick down here on this move down. Hopefully it just flushes. Move my stop just to here to lock something a little bit more in. I really just wanted to flush all this out real quick. All right, here we go. Go ahead and trail to here at this point. Like I said, guys, I'm only tight trailing right now because I don't know how the Russell moves. So I'm trading this one kind of on the safe side. Normally on like YM and ES and NQ, I would give it some breathing room and not really move my stop. Especially on NQ because, well, we all know how NQ likes to wick. Come on, Glizzy, print. Print for us, Glizzy. Yeah, Ollie, it's a really good indicator. Just go ahead. Oh, no. Come on, come get me. Either way, doesn't really matter. Actually, that's starting to put in a hammer. Let's just try and get out. I'll leave it right where it's at, actually. See if we can get a quick flush out. One more quick jolt down and we should be good. Let's just take it there. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm out. Glizzy for the win. That was a, let's see here. That was a $325 trade I caught. We'll see if it flushes out. I'll stay here on the Russell to see if we actually get the full. The target would have been the Keltner mid here at 114. It looks like it's going to get that. ES had a nice print on the overnight, Jack. The ES print on the overnight caught this move. So it had a decent print on the overnight. What was this move good for? Let's see. If you were taking the Keltner mid, say you got a... And so about 10 points on the overnight on ES. That's pretty good. All right, there was full target on the Russell. Yeah, guys, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Goose, brother. Brilliant. Brilliant. I hope Goose is actually banking this morning. Ah, see, Jack, that's what's nice about this indicator is he's got notifications set up. And as long as you have the notifications on, it can ping your phone. And I think he's even got it set up now to where he's going to have it set up so that it prints a chart right there in the notifications channel that you're going to have access to. So you technically don't even have to get out of bed if you've got your trading platform on your phone. Phoenix, yeah, you can bully whoever you want. Oh, DJ, yeah. You don't even like to wake up. Yeah, but it's still nice to have even during the day, like say you're out doing something, you know. Hey Porch, thanks for the join. Thanks for the join. Yeah, big day, guys. Mason and I were really excited yesterday. Really excited. We're excited to get started on the new series as well. I know Goose is excited to have the new series going for proof of concept. Yeah, things are changing. I'm really excited to see what happens over the next year or so. You're gonna sue Phoenix? No, you guys will all, no matter what happens with the channel, no matter how, like, obviously we're not growing at an alarming rate currently, but, you guys will obviously have preferential treatment no matter what happened. You guys have been here from the beginning and been loyal, and I appreciate it. Deeply appreciate it. You know, if you would have told me a year ago that I would be doing this, I'd have said, you're crazy. You're crazy. It's all started because I was posting in Good Gains, drawing levels. That's how everything started. That's how we all met. And it's crazy that from that, just from posting a little write-up every day and levels, that we all know each other, we're a family, and that this channel even exists. Get fed to the dogs, Fletcher. Yeah. Yeah, the ICT talk. No, Fletcher, we know, you and I both know that coming on stream and being on camera, yeah, that's just part of it. You get trolled. And if you don't have at least somewhat of thick skin and a little self-deprecation, or can enjoy some self-deprecation, there's no reason to be doing this. We shouldn't be on camera and shouldn't be a part of this thing. Holy, look at this glizzy print on the Russell. That's unbelievable. I should have held. What does my barber do for a living, Nima? What are you talking about? Nima, how was, do you have your surgery? Speaking of which. You did? How'd everything go? Nimkins, if you're talking about my wild hair, my hair's always wild. If I wear a mullet. No, I was actually, hang on, I'm reading Nimkin's little post there. Oh, good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear, brother. Long Nima stock. Yeah, that is great news. Nimkins, the channel's part of the YouTube partner program now, by the way. If you're just tuning in, things are changing. Long jacket potatoes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that conversation, Phoenix. I forgot. That's funny. Jeez, I should have held that Russell trade. Holy. Yep, Nimkins, you can pay to troll me now. We do have memberships as well. At I think it's $4.99 a month or something like that. Super chats, the whole nine. We're getting there, Nims. And obviously, you're a big part of this. Like I said, Mason and I are extremely happy about it. It's a big milestone to hit. Especially in a niche where the market's so oversaturated with a bunch of gurus, you know, for the most part. It's hard to compete with all that, but... No, not £5 for a super chat. I think it's $1 or something like that is the minimum. Mason has it all set up. I don't know I don't know what the denominations are. Man, I should have held this Russell trade. Oh, I'm disappointed in myself. There was really no reason for me to get out other than being scared of trading the Russell because I've never traded it and don't know how it moves, but holy. Yeah, Ollie, it's NQ. I would be watching this area down here is where I'd be watching. You got a pivot lined up with a support box. Actually, we got two. Wow, all three of these pivots lined up with support boxes. We're underneath this pivot, so what I would look for, Fletch, is a pullback up into this area. And then probably look for a short. I'd be looking at the 200 to 220 area for a long. Shorts from here on rejections. That would be my play. The NQ isn't going to get a glizzy print. We're outside of expected range. So NQ's not going to get one. Let's look at ES here. ES is outside of expected range, so you're not going to get a print. The YM is outside of expected range currently. You're not going to get a print. And the Russell's really the only one that you're going to be seeing any kind of glizzy action on today. So the Russell's going to be the index. If you have glizzies and want glizzies, you're going to have to probably be watching the Russell today. And honestly, once price gets outside of these two, Nims 19,800 close. Here we go. Here we go. No, Nims, I cut my own hair. Really, I just took the trimmers and shaved around the sides and back to clean it up. Didn't even go to the barber this time. Yeah, we didn't know how that all worked, Nims. I know what you're talking about, like a little notification block that pops up on stream. We didn't know, we thought that it might happen automatically, but apparently we have to adjust some things. This is all trial and error for us. Mason will probably look into that after his interview that he's got here. Well, he's got an interview in like an hour, so he'll probably look into all that later on after his interview. The fizzy drinks for me. I could. It could. Oh, Phoenix, yes, it's definitely a little scary having those things pop up. I won't know what's going to pop up, but I'll let you guys have your fun. Chicken and chimps. Yes, Mason has priorities. Food first. Yeah, we didn't know if like the chat would automatically generate on its own. We thought that it might, but apparently it doesn't. Why are we watching Russell? Because Russell printed a glizzy, and I kind of want to see if it reaches the full target to see how much it would have got. I mean, it did bounce support 1 here, so maybe it's over with, but if you took that trade, that's a big trade on the Russell. That's a pretty big trade. Almost, I think it's like $1,000. You were able to hold it. Whoa, we got some volatility. All right, we'll watch NQ for you, Phoenix. Fletcher, this is probably the area where you want to start watching if you're looking for a short. I'd even be watching this expected range line up here around 390. Expected range on NQ. The lower support band is at 390. Upper resistance band is at 644. If price is outside of that area, price is trading outside of that range, you won't have any glizzy prints. It doesn't mean you don't trade, right? It just means that the indicator does not like when price is outside of those, because price tends to get really unpredictable, I want to say. I'm sure there's fibs tied into it. Actually, Ollie, the opposite. It keeps you out of catching the falling knife. But yes, it's a reversal play. It's a mean reversion play is what the indicator's designed for. So when price is acting normal on the indexes, it's catching the bottom or the top and reverting back to the mid, to the mean, is what it's designed for. Now, like on the Russell here, it was able to catch a little bit of extension to the downside, but your target for the play is the Keltner mid. So like you're just looking for a mean reversion. That's it. Now it might catch more of a move, but what it's designed for is just to revert back to the mean. It's not designed for catch a huge part of a trend. It's not, it might catch that. And if you are able to hold through some pullbacks and stuff like that. However, I would just use it in conjunction. Yes, exactly, Ollie. Use it in combination with major support and resistance. It's really, really powerful when those things all line up. You know, if you're seeing a pivot, a level, and a glizzy print all at the same area, it's probably probably highly likely that like that trade's going to work out and be very powerful. Be a big trade. You got all those things lining up. You know, say you even see a delta flip on top of that at that point. That's almost a guaranteed winner, providing you have the right risk parameters. It's not saying don't trade with a stop, but it's saying chances are the odds are in your favor that that trade's going to be a decent trade. Honestly, Tenor, I'm not looking either right now. Oh, Nimkin's gifting subs. Thanks, Nims. Nimkin's feeling generous this morning. Nims, I'm glad everything is... I'm glad you're in good spirits and everything, though. Extremely relieving. Been worried about you. I kind of want to see price fall into this area. As far as me looking for my next trade. I kind of want to see this 200 to 220 get traded first before I make a decision, because this thing could very easily reversing, and it does look like it's rolling over. It does look like it's starting to reject this area. So the short off this pivot is looking pretty good down into this next pivot, lining up with support. However, I'm not willing to risk 30 points at this point, 35 points plus for the trade, and now 40 points plus for the trade. But we're pretty far extended away from VWAP at this point too. So I kind of want to see a pullback up into, you know, like 390 as well. Or the straight move down into this area. Tenor, like the ES, I'm looking at the hourly ES right now on my other monitor, and it just looks, I mean, that red hourly candle on ES looks like more downside in store, but man, this whole like 58.10 to 58.15 area yesterday, it just kept bouncing out of it. And buyers were just holding it up. So that's why I'm kind of scared to see. Why I kind of don't want to get into anything on NQ here, because if ES is going to pump up chances are the NQ is going to follow it. Morning, Mousy. Yeah, Nims is feeling generous this morning. He is definitely feeling generous this morning. Yeah, Nims, I will work on we'll work on getting those notifications set up on stream for when you guys super chat. Like I said, we didn't know if it would auto generate or not. And I don't know if I'll have to incorporate some sort of overlay for it. Anybody take that short off of the area? Fletcher, did you grab that? I know we were talking about that. You don't want to? Okay, so you're in the trade currently? Okay, I got you. I got you. We still have an unfilled gap from Sunday Open, Fletch. So I don't know. Like that's the only thing that has me a little leery about trying to catch any kind of falling knife today as well, is that gap that we're just kind of leaving behind from Sunday. And that's a good, I mean, 300 points down, 400 points down from where we're at. We also did have Kramer being super bullish this morning, so there's that as well. Looked like Kev last night was thinking all-time highs. So I don't know. Yeah, see, I mean, these 1 minute candle prints right now are 30 points. So it's volatile. Let's see if Russell's anywhere. Nope, Russell's kind of flatlining. ES kind of going sideways. Now, my question is just like the last 2 days, right? You have the initial move off of the open. Now, do we just trade in a range and go sideways for the rest of the session like we've done the last couple days? Because we have what? Albu, we have GDP tomorrow? I want to say. Remarket. I know, Phoenix. I know, but unfortunately we have to. We have to think about it. Because that's just how it's gone. This is just the opposite action of what we saw the last 2 days. Oh, nice, Fletch. At least you locked in something. I mean, the logical stop trail would have been to just be following the bottom Keltner channel line here. At this point, if price breaks above it, That's when you get stopped out. Because it seems to be just following this Keltner channel. Tell me this, guys, on stream, how visible is this gray dotted line that my mouse is following right now? Is it really like not visible? Do I need to adjust the color of that at all? I just don't want my charts looking so messy now that I have everything on there. I'm trying to make it as clean as possible still on NQ for you. You can see it? Okay. All right, good. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible, but still being able to differentiate between what is what on my charts. 'Cause I know sometimes it looks like a lot, but it's really not that bad. Well, guys, I will say this. This morning so far, we've had 2 prints, one on the YM, one on the Russell, and then we had an ES overnight print on the Glizzy, and it's 3 for 3 on all 3 of those trades. I'm gonna say that's pretty dang good. Pretty good. There's not a moving average crossover that's gonna hit on that. Not one. All right, it looks like we're probably going to fall into this zone. Oh, give me a second, guys. I got to take a call real quick. All right, we're back. Yeah, Fletcher, I gotta wait at this point. You're risking too much on the short side here. Morning, DCD. Welcome, brother. I know in your write-up you said you're probably hands off at this point. Guys, I want to see the downside right now. We need to correct some of this. So I'm not hating this move at all. Wish I was a part of it, but that's neither here nor there. The gap level, Ollie. Hold on, I gotta scroll back to find it. I want to say it's gap fill would be 19,940-ish. Let's see. So 970-ish would be the gap fill. We gapped up to 20,050 on Sunday open. $977, yeah. Yeah, DCD though, I mean, you were definitely going to have to catch a falling knife at that area. Yeah, so here's the thing, DJ, is the Russell is small caps. So they trade entirely different than, say, you know, the NAS or the YM or even the ES. They're not really an economic, it's not an economic indicator index. Yes, Jose, 20,100 is a very big level. Very big level. I would say if we want to see any kind of upside move today, this is what has to hold. This whole area right here that we're coming into right now. And since we have larger interest to the upside, up to above 300, I'd like to see price come down into here and bounce off, we'll say like this pivot at 203. If it does and reclaims this 220 area, I'll probably be long. I don't know what I would target. I'd probably just target 280 just to be safe. Front run these wicks, these downside wicks here, this ledge that's been created. It's all because of the weight that the YM has, right? Like it's just got different symbols, Porch. The largest weighted stock on the YM, I want to say, is United Health. We love a good Wesley box, Chase. Yeah. Why we're all it's why we're all here. Because I started drawing boxes and making reads off boxes. The one thing I wish I was better at, guys, is being a scalper. I wish I was better at just catching, 20-point moves and being able to pinpoint those. I'm not that good at that. I'm more get in and hold kind of trader. Later, Ollie. Ollie, you got finals coming up or something? It should be about that time of year. Spawn Tower's giving you an error code? Fletcher, I've never had any issues. Oh, nice, DCD. You caught that bounce. Spawn Tower won't launch. And Kashkari's talking right now. Fletcher, after the stream, I'll try and help you out. I've never had any issues with Quan Tower. I can see it. An error occurred while trying to replace it. Yeah, I've never gotten that error code. Fletcher, reach out to Goose. Goose might have seen that before. I've never seen that error before. Dave, did you have anything like that happen when you downloaded Quan Tower? If you're still around. TCD, yeah. Because Dave got it all set up, no problem. I didn't have any issues in my setup either. Albu, I think, set it up with no problems. Fletcher, are you on the right Rhythmic server? That's the only thing I could think of is if you chose the wrong Rhythmic server for Apex. Oh, there's the up move I was looking for. It just pivoted a little quicker than I wanted it to. I kind of wanted to see it come down into here. And now I kind of have to wait. Yeah, I see him. That's what I was going to... That's why I was saying I was looking for the long DCD but I wanted it a little bit lower. I didn't want to have to risk 30 points down into this pivot in my support zone. I mean, I suppose we could V-bottom today. I'm just starting to see more interest. There's definitely high interest higher right now. Oh, good, Fletcher. Good. Yeah, it's Fletcher. I'm not a tech guy. DCD. No, it was a good call. I mean, honestly, if the Bulls are going to recover at all, I get that could be the bottom of the day. I hope we do see a little more downside. I would like to actually see 100 get traded again. I just don't know if that happens today going into GDP tomorrow. I mean, it might be one of those things where they're kind of just waiting on news. So you might see the V bottom today and recovery somewhat, you know, like back up into, I don't know, 450-ish. Where we've been kind of chopping all week long. But the interest is definitely to the top side now. Got a block here at like 295. Got a block here at 325-ish. And then a couple blocks higher, but immediate interest, those are the two levels that I'd be watching. VWAP's all the way up at 395 right now. We're kind of just riding the bottom level of this Keltner channel. Kind of acting as resistance right now. So maybe we reject off this, come down, sweep these lows. If I can get a wick and reclaim at 200, might be worth a shot long back up. Yeah, DCD, have a good one. Congrats. Congrats on the dub. Mason, don't you have an interview in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes? Mr. Jacket Potato, yeah. Yeah. He definitely confirmed that that is a real thing, DCD. I had never heard that before. I had never heard that before. Let's see what the Russell's doing. The Russell's kind of away from any kind of print. But that's a real good print. I've never traded the Russell before. That was a real good print. I didn't realize it was $5 a tick on the Russell. That actually moved pretty quick. Slower than the NAS, but kind of similar to YM, I guess, as far as movement goes. Tanner, yeah, he knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. He's been through it. You gotta love those interview questions. And basically they're not looking for, they're just looking to show that you're confident in your response and not deliver a bunch of I don't know, that's a tough question. I don't even call them interviews anymore. I just call them personality fit tests. Oh yeah, Tenor, are you kidding me? The stories people tell during an interview because they think that's what you want to hear. Yeah, rule number 1, don't lie. It's pretty obvious. Well, they kind of front ran my trade, and now my full trade's Spud's interview in train spotting. They front ran my full trade, and that's my full trade that played out that I described. So I don't know, guys. I don't like where we're at right now. I might just call it there for the stream today because it's looking like I'm not going to catch much else this morning. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in today. I will like I said, we're very happy. Thanks for joining the memberships, super chatting and all that. We will work on getting everything filled out and finished so that obviously there are notifications that pop up when you guys do super chat. If you guys do find value in this channel or value in my levels or anything, we obviously would appreciate the membership subscriptions. It does help out. I will have a new series that I'll be starting. It will be a Glizzy series where I will be starting a take profit trader account and documenting the life of that account, strictly trading Glizzies. I'm very excited to start that. Goose, I know, is excited to see it and be a part of it. It'll be a proof of concept thing, and I think it'll be a good thing for the channel as well. People will become more invested in a series like that where they can follow along, and hopefully it will boost the channel subscribers. We'll see some growth in the channel, some new people, and yeah, very exciting things. The best is yet to come. Anyway, I will be back on Friday for trading with the boys. Obviously, usual suspects, Dave and Palmetto, hopefully will be available and there. And enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I will see you on Friday. Peace.